Alright, let's get one more episode in before I gotta go to bed. Howdy.
We put our trust in Hamlet.
Uh-huh.
Makes you wonder if we can trust anyone at all.
Evening.
Alex?
Fuck off, loser. I'm busy here, doing shit that's so far above your comprehension, it'd blow your tiny little mind.
Oh look, it blew your tiny
Great,
little
so
mind.
if this cocksucker wants...
Alright.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Oh good, you showed up. Wasn't sure you'd be interested in some vague message. I'm Specialist Morgan. So, you ready to hear what we need from you? I'm positive you'll be able to handle it without trouble.
Are you with the Office of Mojave Affairs?
Huh. Well, checkmate, I guess. Damn it, I was looking forward to acting like a dumbass grunt, delegating you with bitch work. Fine, yes, you got me. This is what happens when we always have the same operative delivering messages. Name is still Morgan. Still need you to do a job for us. The cover was nothing personal, we just prefer to operate discreetly. We were going to offer you $200 for your time. I'll bump that up to, let's say $800, and additional benefits upon completion of the job. Deal?
Benefits? Ooh. What's the job?
Just gotta make a little run to a farm shack, maybe half hour away, tops. Pick up something, bring it on back. Easy. Not allowed to give out more details unless you accept the job, so I'm sure you're dying of curiosity.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, that's perfect. You're going to be heading to one of the shacks on the Horowitz farm. It's been co-opted by a person of interest we're investigating. He likely won't be there, so don't worry about that. Instead, worry about finding a gray metal briefcase. We know it's stashed in there somewhere. Get that briefcase, don't let it get shot or burned or anything silly like that, and bring it back to me. Job simple, and then you get paid. Good luck and all that.
Does this have anything to do with the church? Wait, so hold on, what's going on with our church quest? Return to Ryan O'Neill. Wait, really? I do not buy that. Alright, well... let's go talk to Mr. O'Neill. Hopefully he tells us to go investigate more, because I'm not satisfied. I wonder if what would happen if we go over to the original Mojave Affairs office. I was gonna look up the weather. The weather doesn't look too bad at the moment, so I'm not really sure why they're having me telework tomorrow.
Yep.
They said Jesse was on a field trip to California. I don't really believe him, to be honest.
Great. That's great. She's being indoctrinated into an NCR saluting little drone.
I think it's worse.
I can take some solace in the fact she's safe, I guess. Still, it'd be nice to know for sure, instead of hearing about things secondhand. Who told you she was in California? Some paper pusher?
Yep.
Fuck it. Go over his head. If you're still interested in helping me with this family bullshit, maybe you could talk to the guy in charge? See if you can chat with the guy running that church. See if he can offer any clarity, I guess. Hell, I don't know. Oh yeah, one other thing came up while you were gone.
Oh?
Before you got all wrapped up in the perpetual O'Neill family bullshit, you were helping me with peacekeeping shit, so... A friend of mine from out of town is having some raider trouble. I volunteered your name. Sorry, I guess. I don't know if you care. Anyway, if you want to help out, the place is called Humboldt Ranch. It's sorta near Bitter Springs. Tell them I sent you.
Is that
Thanks.
really West
I
Side
appreciate it.
territory? Alright. We're getting a whole bunch of quests now. Alright. Let's do this briefcase thing. Because I am interested in working with the Javi Affairs people. Their quests are always fun. Oh, I remember this. This is where that kid's family died. We told him to toughen up and join the cons. Then the game crashed and I had to reload an older save, and I told him to join the followers. Because apparently cons is bad for your karma. Alright. The red lights are a little bit suspicious. The hell is this place? Now you got me interested. Quarterstaff. Infiltration. Partnership. So let's see, infiltration, purification, organization, conversation. Damn it. I want to try resurrection. Alright, conversation. Purification. Alright. Damn it. Yeah. Alright. construction. Nope. Nope. Damn, construction was 8 out of 12. We tried organization, we tried appreciation. Alright, let's try this again. In that lean forward, try harder position. Alright. Subterranean. Nope. Appreciation. Alright, ends in ION. Infiltration, nope. Civilization, nope. There we go, transmission. Ooh, correspondence 1. Transcript 1, contact testing. Hello, HQ. Yes, you're on the frequency. Anyone with proper codes will be able to hear our conversation. Go on. C, okay. NCR paper money. We already had a system of currency in place. Why would the NCR try to make us switch their money? HQ, eliminate us. C, 3 reasons. 1, indoctrination. Try to turn us into them. 2, destabilize our economy, so we need their assistance. 3, I have concluded that a selection of NCR dollars are marked in such a way that our information is transmitted to their agencies via their money. HQ, I've said it many times, people, if any of their money ends up in your hands, throw it into a fire and wash your hands with lye. I'll terminate your frequency before it can be intercepted. Thank you for making contact. Okay. Correspondence. Contact. Is this working? HQ, I read you. C, I barely read you. This connection is shit. HQ, I don't know you. Stop jacking my signal. Terminating frequency. Listen, people, if your signal is acting irregular, it means that somebody's running interference. They can hear our conversation, and I cannot abide that. Correspondence transcript 3. Contact. I have uncovered evidence of Brotherhood activity operating out of Hidden Valley, close to Good Springs and the NCRCF. HQ, what have you found? At night during the sandstorms. HQ, the sandstorms are not natural, everyone. They only occur at night, every night, starting and ending at the same times every single day. C, yes, I was observing one night when I witnessed several bright flashes of red light within the sandstorm, consistent with laser fire. When I investigated the area during the morning, I found scorch marks on the same rocks that had not been there previously. I was monitoring the perimeter all night. Nobody entered or exited. The shooters are hiding there as we speak, and it is clearly documented that the Brotherhood of Steel prefers laser-based weaponry. HQ, copy. I believe you are correct. Terminating frequency. All listeners, please avoid Hidden Valley for your own safety. Correspondence 4. Transcript 4. Contact. I need to find Sheridan. I know he isn't dead. HQ? Sheridan? Raider boss? Likely dead or an undocumented prisoner of the NCR. C. He skinned my father alive. HQ. Prior to the first battle of Hoover Dam, Sheridan took over the town of Brighton to the southeast. C. I know that, and HQ, and the NCR wasn't about to allow an opposing figure to gain any traction. They purposely hired a bounty hunter with a reputation for brutality and gave him vague orders so that they could claim plausible deniability when he slaughtered the town for them. It all went according to plan for those scheming bastards. C. Look, I need help finding him. My name is Ava. HQ. No identities. Terminating frequency. What the fuck is wrong with you people? As to this Brighton incident, this is a war crime on the level with Bitter Springs, but the use of proxy agents has allowed the NCR to escape public scrutiny. Don't let it be forgotten. NCRCF jailbreak. NCRCF jailbreak occurred with the knowledge and the allowance of the NCR government. Jailbreak allowed the NCR to release dangerous individuals from their home state into the Mojave, where they would destabilize us. While claiming plausible deniability as the jailbreak was simply an accident that they were working to fix, the fact the jailbreak was initiated by Samuel Cook, a highwayman with a reputation for utilizing explosives and a charismatic nature that led him to naturally accrue followers. Fact, despite the extreme nature of his crimes, Cook was transferred out of the Republic to a minimum security facility in the Mojave, where he was given access to explosives and willing followers. Anyone could see that an attempted coup was inevitable, and yet the NCR did nothing to prevent it. Fact, the facility was overcrowded with prisoners, and yet security was undermanned and under-equipped. Fact, in the days leading up to the jailbreak, NCR command began to transfer guards away from the facility, making it even easier for the prisoners to riot, while simultaneously keeping their own men out of harm's way. Fact, the convicts could not have stashed dynamite if the NCR did not allow it. There should have been an inventory roster that would clearly show whether any dynamite was unaccounted for at the end of the day, and yet no roster was ever noted to exist. They ensured the prison break would occur to weaken us. Once they have decided that enough time has passed, they will easily recapture the facility and execute any powder gangers that they can find, in order to make themselves look like heroes to the people of Mojave. Wait and see. Alright, so we've got like a conspiracy theorist, like radio bunker or something here. So what am I picking up? So there was a package. Oh. Oh, what? How the hell did we not set that off? Okay. I don't see anything else that we can... Oh, here we go. Locked briefcase. I'm fucking blind. Oh, this place doesn't have a map marker. That's great.
We
There we go.
got the briefcase? Good. Great, even. But the job isn't over. No, your next task is to go to the room right next to mine and hand this briefcase to the hacker prick sitting at a computer.
Oh, I'm glad we both agree as a prick.
His name is Alex, and I don't like talking to him.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. Hold on, I need to know what's going on in the shack where I found a briefcase.
Oh, that tantalizing, was it? Well, maybe once you complete this monumental task that I've assigned you, we can discuss it further. Go on now. There's a sweaty hacker that is desperately crying out for this briefcase.
Evening.
Oh, got a little present for me, do ya? And don't suppose that frigid bitch Morgan happened to include a love letter for me, eh? No, whatever. Just hand me that briefcase and let me plug this bitch in.
What exactly is in the briefcase?
Well, that's what we're gonna fucking figure out because I'm a fucking god at this shit. Some encrypted conspiracy nutjob psychotic ramblings. I'm so slick, the NCR will never know I'm onto them. You lose, bitch. That fucking hack Feldstein only wishes he could work with shit this high technical. How's your robot fuck buddy feel now, Melvin? Wait, you're still here? Fuck off and let me work. Go talk to Morgan. Some of us actually have fucking jobs to do here.
Uh-huh.
Good. Looking forward to getting that information decrypted. Sorry about making you speak with Alex.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's picked up on the fact that he's good enough at his job that we can't quite fire him for being a twat. Whatever. Good news. You're getting paid now. Hooray.
800?
No need to remind me. I always keep paperwork. Now, that briefcase run was just a little, let's call it a quality assurance test. Want to make sure you're competent.
Mm-hmm.
I think I may have a related job here. Let me see if they've forwarded me the file.
Well, you got a job for me or not?
Turns out I do. Good. Here's a dossier on this guy. You can read it or not. Now, Blake, the lunatic who had that briefcase you retrieved, is almost certainly in correspondence with this guy in the dossier here.
Eddie Hurst?
That's the name. Supposedly. Hurst worked in close proximity to some government officials about a decade ago. Seems he may have been collecting some privileged information. I won't bore you with the classified specifics, but Hurst is implicated in selling some intelligence to Blake, our briefcase thief. Hurst is holed up in Red Rock Canyon, we believe, shacked up with some great con friends of his. We need a third party, you, to make contact with Hurst. Do whatever you need to do to squeeze Blake's location from him. Oh, yes. On a different note, here's something you may be interested in. I hired an assassin for you.
Define hired an assassin for me.
Did I get you going? Yes, I've contracted an assassin, a rather skilled one, to back you up, if you deem it necessary. You're quite an asset to the office. It wouldn't do for you to fall prey to angry raiders or Legion retribution squads.
Oh.
This assassin said you could contact them in Freeside. It's near that water pump. I'll mark it on your map there. All right, that's all I have for you. Let me know what sorts of valuable intelligence you can squeeze out of Hurst.
Okay. Interesting. So is it like we pay the assassin and they just handle any Legion squads that come near me? Sounds pretty good. Yeah, let's go check that out then. We got the quest selected. Wait. Humboldt rat. Oh, that's. Alright. So it's Freeside by the water pump. I think I know where that's at.
We put our trust in Hanlon and...
Howdy. Enemies. Got some hobos back here.
Found you.
Oh, I found you.
Gonna fuck you up.
Oh, yep.
Are you okay?
What is going on with these? Okay. like there's a building we haven't been in over here. Okay, let's check that out. Water pumps right over here. I guess the assassins in this building. Freeside Safe House. I like these, this is the second one just like this, over in West Side. Okay. Nope. Nope. I saw it. There we go. Charlie's Safe House. A little bit of trouble with the doors in this mod. Charlie?
You're the courier. I know. I'm not sure how much your contact told you, but the short version is that I've been paid a great deal to follow you around and keep you alive. Within reason, of course. I won't stalk you around without your approval. This is an unusual contract for me, I'll admit, but I think you'll find me to be quite skilled at my job. Oh, and my name is Charlie, if your contact hasn't told you that already. Shall we depart, or...
So you're like a companion? Yeah, sure.
I'm at your command.
Lethality.
Mojave is lucky that Caesar's idiots are the only organized raider tribe.
Alright, what's this perk? Charlie's talent for killing her targets on the first strike have rubbed off on you. Your sneak attack criticals are even deadlier as long as she is around.
They gotta deal with.
Perfect.
The 80s would fuck this place up.
Like your Metal Gear bandana. Alright. We are a little bit crowded here. Tell you what, Liza.
You look like you could use.
Yeah, I'm good. Split up for
Alright
now.
then. You sure?
Yep.
Okay, I'll head on home. Hope those fucking cazadors don't get too close.
Yep. Alright. And then there was 2. Complete works of Nietzsche. Nietzsche. Friedrich Nietzsche. The father of nihilism. Charlie, you get more and more interesting by the second. Wait, can we actually read this? Is it like a full note? Wait, magnetic interference. Thanks for looking into the Humboldt ranch situation for me. They're good folks and they need all the help they can get. One thing I forgot to mention is that their ranch is in a little box canyon. I don't really know the science about it, but apparently the rocks in that area have lots of metal deposits. Apparently it can really interfere with certain electronics like that Pip-Boy gadget you use. Nothing too dramatic, but it might screw around with your map markers while you're in the ranch. Just exercise some common sense and you shouldn't get lost. Ryan O'Neill. Okay. Eddie Hurst is an NCR native, did some clerical work here and there for a prominent political family about 15 years ago, and he ended his career by stealing a bunch of documents from the campaign office and selling them to our target, Blake. Hurst is hiding in Red Rock Canyon, correctly assuming that our military isn't going to bother waging full-on war with the Great Khans just to get his junky ass. He's a big-time chem fiend, this guy. He's also paranoid as hell. Apparently he doesn't even speak unless he's waved a bug sweeper around so that they can't spy on him and read his lips. We're positive he knows how to find Blake, but since we can't get to him, it's gonna be you. Have fun. Specialist April Morgan. Assassin's Contract. Cannonball Taylor, I've gone to the liberty of hiring an assassin to watch your back, who could possibly be more qualified to foil attempts on your life than somebody who does that sort of thing for a living, right? Don't worry about the cost. It's being generously covered by our dear friends back in the NCR. The taxpayers. So the whole Mojave, right? The contract is good until the resolution of the Battle of Hoover Dam, at which point you're going to be footing the bill yourself. assuming you want to extend the contract. I'm told your rendezvous point is a second-story building in Freeside, tucked into a corner a little bit past a water pump that the Kings laid claims to. On the off chance that this has been an elaborate ruse to get you to lower your guard around a professional killer, I can fully guarantee your very official apology from the NCR government if you end up dying. As I read this, Charlie pulls out a gun and shoots me. Wait, where is she? Oh God. There she is. Alright.
You might be surprised by just how many people want that Crier boy's head on a pike.
What? Do you have subtitles?
What? On which topic?
Do you have subtitles?
I'm not a particularly opinionated person, but I'll answer as I can.
Thoughts on a brotherhood?
Pulse grenade to lock up their armor, and then a blade through the neck seam under their helmet. Kevlar is useless against blades. Oh, were you asking how I feel about their methods or philosophies? It seems pointless to me. Perhaps if I saw inside their secret little headquarters, I would formulate something resembling an actual opinion. Or perhaps not.
I mean, I could take you there. Mr. House?
I don't feel anything about House. Not to imply I'm inundated with feelings for anything else, of course. I have no stake in this armistice with the NCR, nor do I care how he manages the new Vegas city-state. That's his business, literally and otherwise. I can tell you that he seems like the sort of individual who could use the services of a skilled assassin, at least. Pass along one of my business cards the next time you meet him, would you?
You got business cards? Damn. Like I said, she gets cooler by the second. Legion?
I'd prefer they don't take power, if for no other reason than my hunch that they'd take objection to everything I represent. Despite my sex, my only talents are killing. As if that weren't enough, I'm not even biologically capable of bearing children. If someone in the Legion wanted to purchase my services, fine. I don't pick and choose my clientele based on their personal ideology. But I suspect that wouldn't happen. If nothing else, the Legion seems quite firm in their beliefs, less likely to bend their own rules. Their loss. I suppose they'll just have to keep relying on their own assassins, shoddy and ineffectual as they may be.
Okay. NCR?
For a group espousing law and order and justice for all, my initial thoughts were that they would feel obligated to try and kill or detain me. But I found numerous clients among their population, especially the upper echelons of their class hierarchy. The more a man espouses the importance of democracy and fair play, the more likely he is to hire me if he finds himself losing, I've found. Though, that's not what you asked. My feelings on the Republic as a whole are quite similar to my feelings on everything else in life. That is to say, I feel nothing.
I was about to ask. Independence?
I would approve. And I'd also recommend you hire someone skilled that can neutralize threats before they cause any trouble. I assure you, the leader of a commerce-centric independent city-state would be able to afford to keep me on retainer.
Alright. Oh, we got more? Followers?
I respect their conviction, even as I'm convinced that they're doomed to fail. Accessible medical aid and the free exchange of ideas are appealing concepts, and most followers I've met truly believe in what they're doing. However, they're operating from a perspective that most people are inherently good, which doesn't really seem to be true, in my experience. Blithely ignoring reality, no matter how well-intentioned, will eventually lead to sorrow and failure. It's only a matter of time.
Fiends?
I generally don't feel much of anything. The fiends aren't an exception. They don't hire me, and nobody else hires me to kill them. Fiend hunting is good publicity for headhunters and bounty killers. For killers that operate in the shadows, they're not worth the paltry bounties that army personnel and grieving families can offer up.
Uh-huh. So you're in the big leagues, is what you're saying. I'm just some petty bounty hunter.
I've done a job or two for the cons. Their feud with the NCR is a matter of blood, so hiring outside assassins is too impersonal. But if it's a matter of maintaining their stranglehold on the drug market, oh yes. They're quite willing to employ any means available. As for actual opinions, their war with the NCR is folly. It doesn't matter how tough they are. They don't have the numbers to win. The Brotherhood already learned that lesson, to their sorrow. And I can say from experience, members of the Brotherhood are harder to kill. If they truly wish to establish their own Khanate, they should evacuate the Mojave in short order.
Powder gangers?
Worthless. There can be good money in performing jobs for criminal gangs, or for decapitating criminal gangs. But the powder gangers don't have the money to hire assassins, and they're too vulnerable for anyone to bother contracting me.
Mm-hmm.
As you say.
Alright. Well, got ourselves a new companion. Don't worry, we're not replacing you anytime soon. Alright, well, I think we're gonna cut here, and maybe I'll do some recording during the week, but not entirely sure. But definitely on the weekend. So look forward to continuing the Depths of Depravity mod. If y'all, I didn't mention that's the mod we're currently on. Yeah. Kind of liking these new companions. So hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you on the next weekend.